Thank you for tuning in to this special edition of the VULCAN Report. This VULCAN Report is for the end of day trading on Wednesday, August the 10th, 2016. Question: is a possible cyber attack false flag in the works? Take a look at this ticker symbol. The ticker symbol is HACK, HACK. And as you can see here, it looks like it is on the verge of breaking out into a major parabolic updraft that, quite frankly, is a little disturbing right now. The reason why it's disturbing is because this ETF is made up of, cybersecurity type stocks, things that, companies that contract with the federal government, Homeland Security, the Pentagon, things of that nature. And I have reason to believe that the banking system that's been in the news so heavily lately could be the target of a hack, a cybersecurity threat. If that is the case, and this breaks out from inside the Kumo cloud on the long-term chart, you're looking at catastrophic price action to the upside. You see this this spike here, this flash crash that this thing had right here? Well, on an inverted basis, if you flip this around, that's where I see this going. And this is not, how do I say this? This is not, I can't find the correct word to say it. All I can say is the price action is suggesting something very interesting here. As more and more news articles are coming out talking about the situation with banks and the banking sector, and I must tell you that the banking sector is not looking strong at all. Yes, the indices are hitting new highs, but these bank stocks are not. You've been hearing about what's going on with European banks and Brexit, and what's going on with Deutsche Bank, and what's going on with other banks. And I have to say that the only thing that they would be able to do to kind of shift focus in this kind of environment would be some type of a military operation where they take down the banks. Because if you think about it, they're too big to fail and too big to bail out. There's no way in the world you can come up with $100 quadrillion and say, okay, problem solved. It doesn't work like that. So what you could do is you could manufacture a crisis so that you can have an excuse to close all the banks globally and bring in the new control mechanism, the new systematic cryptocurrency that we've been talking about. Because with that comes a security apparatus that will be used to GPS track all citizens, and it has data on all citizens globally, not just the United States. It's an amazing mechanism, and the world has not seen the likes of this, I assure you. It's amazing what they're able to do, and it's going to blow people's minds when they see the tanks rolling down the street. The end game is for the UN peacekeeping to come in and to patrol the streets under a tyrannical martial law type of a system, except for it's not going to be martial law, and they're not going to call it martial law. It's going to be called something totally different, and it's not going to be called economic collapse or crash. It's going to be called something else, and then that way you can blame it on cyber terrorism or terrorism per se. So I think they're working it out, and I do believe that that's what one of the biggest things about Bilderberg this year was about. If you take a look at just the people who were present in Bilderberg, and again, you follow the price action, everything goes back to the markets. If you follow the representation at the UN, I'm sorry, not UN, at the Bilderberg group, you will see that it's revolving around everything that I've been saying. Not just the Brexit crisis, but the banking crisis. All the pigs nations were there. All right, they were there. Okay, Italy, Spain, Greece, Portugal, they were there. Okay, if I remember correctly, Spain only had maybe one representative, but the rest of them had more than one. The largest concentration of attendees was in France and Germany and the Netherlands and Denmark. Very strong European presence. The thing that you need to ask yourself, though, so that you can really, bring this on in, is who was not there. You do not see Asia or Africa or the Middle East of any kind represented there. You probably never have, and you probably never will. So that should tell you that the next operations that are coming has to do with Europe. All right, has nothing to do with the United States. It's all about what's going on in Europe. As goes Europe, so goes the rest of the world, because Europe is the world's largest economy. So I'm just saying you need to watch Hack, ticker symbol HACK. Watch the Hack. If this breaks out, it could be a monstrous up move, signaling the beginning of an operation, a cyber threat to bring down the banking system. They might have to simultaneously bring down the internet temporarily also, all right, so they can control information, all right. So I'm just saying, be prepared for just about anything. They've already been playing around and demonstrating just how unstable the whole Bitcoin thing is. So just be prepared. I wanted to make this video a few weeks ago, but just didn't have the time to do it. Been dealing with other things, and because of the way the news is flowing now, I needed to go ahead and get this out. So heads up. Only keep what in the bank what you need to keep in there to pay your bills, but as much as possible have cash on hand, and just be prepared, because when the banks do, turn off, your ATM cards and stuff aren't going to work either, because it's an electronic mechanism, and you will feel the pain of the new control grid even with that, because everything's electronic. When everything's electronic, you have nothing tangible or physical to turn to, because it won't be acceptable. All right, so anyway, don't know wax too long about that. I just wanted to bring that special report to your attention, so that you can watch what's been going on. Also, another thing I wanted to show you too, look at this super low VIX, just constantly grinding away, grinding down. All right, that should tell you something. That means that when the crisis comes, and I want you to follow me on this, it's going to be during the bull market, or the bullish phase or cycle in the stock market. It's not going to happen as the market is going down or possibly turning down, or bearish in any way. It's going to be at the top, and it's most likely going to come on a Friday, because they know that over the weekend you can't pivot, you can't move, you can't do anything. It's too late. Okay, so I do see this happening without warning, and happening over the weekend. All right, I'm not saying this weekend. I'm just letting you know that this is what things are looking like. Okay, this VIX is suggesting not a care in sight, which is the most dangerous, and you're totally locked into this downside. Now, I know that the VIX instruments are designed to pretty much waste away to nothing and go to zero like an option. That's besides the point. What I'm showing you is the way that the price action has been moving is suggesting there's something huge going on behind the scenes. I'm just saying. All right, so move on to the next video. Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, but pigs get slaughtered. So take what you can, give nothing back, and take heed to hack.